What's going on, man? A lot of y'all know me from, the Cyrus Man's Club. A lot of y'all come from my other motherfucking YouTube channel, The Alpha Don, which used to be Sin's World. But I want to come to y'all on a serious note. I know that I might post certain things here and there. I know the certain things that I've been posting about with manifestation, all those types of things, right? But as y'all see by the title, man, I'm signing over my motherfucking parental rights, or terminating them, whatever the fuck it means to end your parental cycle. Like, I'm done with that shit. There's no reason nobody should ever have to think about doing no shit like that, especially when they give a fuck about their child, right? Especially when they give a fuck about their kid, man. But I've finally made this decision, right? I have all my paperwork. I have all text messages, all screenshots, all everything. And I'm also posting this video so I can download it to my phone. And I have like some old time shit. Like, I got a damn drive that I can save I'm saving all this shit too, right? And so if my son, I don't know when, if he becomes 16, if he becomes 20 or something like that, he wants to know like what all happened or why wasn't I there? Because you already know how women are, man. They'll sit there and try to feed bullshit to their child. And on a serious note, like, you and I both know, even women that's watching this shit, because I got some women that follow me, y'all know when we all reached a certain age, whether it was 13, 14, 15 years old, down south, they call it, they smelling themselves, meaning you think you grown, you think you know what I'm saying, you want to start rebelling, you want to start hanging out with friends, you want to start having sex with men or having sex with women, you want to start, doing things as if you feel like you don't give a fuck about what your parents talking about, right? And around that time, yes, you have an opinion, you start formulating an opinion as you start getting older. But at that time, like, your brain does a switch from adolescence to, from maybe adolescence to maybe 13, 14 years old. There's like a switch right there. I don't know why or where, but you start having your own opinion. You start thinking, no, mom, I don't want to do it like this. That's stupid. Or you start thinking like, why isn't my dad around? Why isn't my mom around? And you start having those deep thoughts in your mind. Or, mom is actually very emotional. Why is she so emotional for? She's on some bullshit. Like, what the fuck is her problem? That whole little thing start going on, man. And whenever we reach that age, man, we kind of stop giving a fuck. We like, man, I don't give a fuck if I got a parent or not. But you start questioning more. You start thinking deeper, is what I'm saying. More than surface level. So with my son, man, whenever he gets to a certain age, he will also go through that process. He will also, if he happens to have a stepfather, I don't know, I don't give a fuck. If he happens to have a stepfather in his life, my DNA is inside of this boy, right? I look very distinct. I have a very fucking distinct look. My son will grow older if he has a stepfather, whatever, and more power to a nigga that want to be a stepfather over a child that, the father wants to be there, but it's bullshit that's preventing him from even want to, man, like, fuck all that, man. Fuck that bullshit. My son will know, okay, one, this is not my dad. Not only that, right? Not only that, the nigga will get into a position of knowing this is not my dad and losing all respect for the motherfucker. Not only losing all respect for that stepfather, because it ain't his damn father, for one. Like, why are you trying to put your hands on me because you're not my dad? Two, you're not my father, so I'm not going to listen to you. Three, the nigga going to be mad because his father's not there. Whether the father is not there on a serious reason, like he died in prison, or something like that, or the nigga was a very weird, abusive killer or something like that, and the mother's life was in danger. And I don't like when women are trying to make it seem like certain men are that when they're not that, because at that point you're actually fucking up the realism of things, because there are some women that are really being abused out here, and there are other women that are falsely using that shit because they're bitter, right? I hate women like that make up false shit. That's like women claiming false allegations against a man as if he did something physically, when that is not the fucking case. When there's some women out here that are really going through that, and you're basically just making that whole system fucked up, right? So I forgot what I was saying. So when it boils all the way down, and my son gets to an understanding of like, okay, my father isn't around, he gonna automatically become angry because he doesn't have a father around, regardless of what the reason is. If it's something good or if it's something bad, if the motherfucker just died, the child is gonna want to know what happened. Where is my father? Why isn't my father around? Why this? Why that? I'm telling you this from my own personal experience. And other people, there are hundreds and thousands of videos you can search in on YouTube about people realizing their father was not the problem. And once they realize their father is not the fucking problem, some of these kids grow up and go the rest of their life not talking to their mothers. And that's fucked up. I don't think anyone should not want to talk to their mother, right? But you can't fault anybody for doing certain things that they choose to do based off of how they feel. That's their emotions. So I can't even fault, you know what I'm saying, my son's mother for being, bitter or whatnot. I can't fault her because that's her emotions. I can't fault anyone that feels any type of way about me, regardless if it's true or it's false. That's how they feel. They need to mature emotionally, whatever the fuck they need to do. Like, we grown as fuck. Like, we about to be 30 years old. 10 years after that, 40 years old. Like, about to be old as shit. Bitter. That, and then on top of that, you shouldn't be in a position or put kids in a position where they end up hating you. Because in my situation, when my son gets older and realizes what the fuck went on, I let him sit down, read all this paperwork. Oh, you stalked and threatened this individual? You did? Okay, well, let's look at this, son. Read this. You see who this message was to? This was to your grandfather. Yeah, this was to your grandfather, this message right here. So all your family used this against me to try to make it harder for me to even want to come around you, son. Oh, and here's all this other, these screenshots and everything before there was ever a time of me not being associated with your family. Because at one point I was associated with them. Now look at, you see how everybody talking and everything right here? Oh, here's this police report about when I came over to try to see you that one time. Then I got the cops called on me because I had my other girl was in the car, and basically at that time the cops were just getting called because for whatever reason somebody was saying I was trying to take you with me, but I didn't have a car seat in the car, son. So, but this is this report because I asked if I can get this whole thing printed off, and I have the voice recording of the police report too. And here's this, and here's this, and here's this, and this, and this. You don't think my son gonna sit down and be like, that's all I'm gonna say. You don't think certain kids that go through that shit and the fathers are prepared for when that child gets older to give them that information and shit? Man, I'm telling you, man. I hated my mom for a very long time. For almost 10 years, man. Man, longer than that. Since I was probably like 11 years old. up until fucking like 24 years old, bruh. That's like what, 14 years, bro? And I don't even talk to her. Because she created a false narrative about my father that died. And then treated me weird because she was emotionally fucked up and shit. How the hell you gonna try to treat me fucked up because you and your fucking emotions and shit? And then keep talking down about my father and shit because he left you for somebody else. Then come to find out. And then come to find out, I look at all this shit that's going on, all the evidence, all the pictures, all the videos, the pictures of my father holding me and actually loving on me and shit, man. You can't tell me my father ain't love me. Look at how my father holding me in these pictures, man. A father that don't love a child wouldn't even be interested in taking pictures, let alone if the motherfucker is taking pictures, how is he taking the picture? Is he happy? Like, son, look at here. I got a picture of you and I laying down in the hospital. You laying on my chest as soon as you was born. The very next day. I've always loved you, man. Always. But these are certain things that people got to go through, bruh. And it's fucked up. But when you a man like myself, you understand when motherfuckers are trying to use certain things as far as control against you. I'm not going to be controlled by shit. I speak my mind. I will speak with my chest. The same way I said that I beat my 20-year sentence. Let me come kind of closer so y'all motherfuckers can understand. The same motherfucking way that I said very fucking confidently that I beat my motherfucking 20-year sentence. And it was months, hella months before I even beat that motherfucker. And then I got motherfuckers talking about, oh, he not taking the case seriously because he's saying that he beat a 20-year sentence. I got free will to say what the fuck I want to say. And I beat that motherfucker. There are just certain things that I've outgrown, man. There's just certain things I don't give a fuck about. I live in Idaho right now. In the next few months, I'm moving from Idaho. Like, I'm getting the fuck away from here, man. I'm terminating my fucking parental rights, bro, and I'm gonna figure out what the fuck I gotta do to get that shit done. And I'm gone. I ain't gonna have no ties to this motherfucker. So when my son get older, like, he got white family, bro. White family. No matter how much they try to make this boy think he white, as many white activities, any of that shit, if a cop comes around, he gonna get treated like a nigga. He go to an all-white school, he gonna be treated like a nigga. His family not gonna be able to understand that shit. I done talked to his grandfather before. Man, you know how many jobs I got fired from out here from some racism shit? And then I come home or something and I'm talking to, certain people. They don't even understand. Cause these motherfuckers white. These niggas ain't getting harassed on a job. These niggas ain't getting fired from a job for no fucking reason. These niggas not going through that shit, so they not gonna understand. Your father understand, though. I can talk to you about this shit. Cause I understand, homie. Can't nobody in your family on your mother's side talk to you about no racism shit. You ain't nothing but white, honky-ponky motherfuckers over there. That's it. And before motherfuckers start thinking I'm mad, I'm not mad, I'm passionate. It's just crazy that being a melanated individual, my face can look like this when I'm talking and motherfuckers automatically think you mad. Nigga, this is my face. I can't do shit about that. I'm passionate about what I'm saying. Then on top of that, this is just my fucking face. How the fuck I'm supposed to fix this? I'm supposed to smile? That's stupid. That ain't even my fucking face, homie. I'm not about to try to change myself to make somebody else's life better when I'm not, first of all, not even doing anything fucked up to make their life, miserable. I'm not going to be miserable. I'm not going to be controlled. I'm not going to sit here and submit to anything that's fucked up. I'm not. I'm on probation right now. I got what? I can either get early dismissal pretty soon, where that shit's done, or I'ma just wait it out until 2027. That's just a few more months. February 2027, I think. One of them. That's like a year and some change. And then what? Then what? I ain't doing nothing I ain't supposed to do. I'm not drinking. I don't smoke anyway. I don't even drink. I'm not breaking any rules, any laws. I won't say rules. I prefer to just say laws. I'm not breaking any motherfucking laws or nothing. So when you got motherfuckers that's trying to fuck your life up, man, just ignore that shit, man. And when you got people that's trying to tarnish and fuck up your image, try to fuck up your life and do certain things like that, man, you got to be very cautious of people like that. People like that are very motherfucking evil, man. And I might make a part 2 to this, but I love my son a lot. Son, if you reach out to me later on when you older and shit, and you watch this whole video, I'll probably be in my 40s by then. I'm 25 right now. I love you, man. I do. I care about you. All that shit, homie. But your dad not about to and you got my genes in you too. So you might have that not giving a fuck attitude also. Not doesn't mean you don't give a fuck. It just means that you're not going to entertain stupid bullshit. But your dad, man, he not about to go through no bullshit, man, for nobody that's bitter, man. Dad not gonna do that, homie. You know, I appreciate you. I appreciate your presence. I appreciate everything about you. I love everything about you, man. I wish I could see you. Right now, you'll be 3 years old going on 4. All that, man. You'll be 4 in March. March of next year coming up.
There are no phones connected.
Bitch,
canceled.
So that lets you know how early this is, man. If I didn't give a fuck about you, I wouldn't have told your mom not to abort you. The reason you still here is because I said I don't want my son aborted. I have all screenshots of my phone. I have pictures. I have, man. So I don't know if this shit go viral. I don't give a fuck if it do, if it don't. And I just saved this video. Like I said, this is me talking to you, Aiden, right now. Whenever that time comes and you reach out to me or something, I'm gonna make sure I have this video saved and downloaded and shit so you can have access to it. But man, I love you, man. I don't have nothing against you. I've always loved you. I've always cared about you. I've always been there for you, did everything I could for you. You know, but again, your mother's side of the family are white people. I've had hella jobs living out here in Idaho where you were born, man. Right? And they might have thought that I wasn't doing certain things to take shit serious and do this and do that, or whatever the case. I went to the military for it wasn't that long. I didn't go through boot camp because of sleep insomnia. I wasn't able to sleep at night, and I think I passed out twice because I was up like 24 hours one time. Anyways, son, that don't matter. So you'll probably have people in your family that try to say, oh, he acts like this. Man, look, I'm an open book. I care about you. I love you, man. I've done everything I could to try to be there for you. But at this point, I'm just I'm terminating my parental rights. I figure out some lawyers and stuff, man. You get older. I'm probably not going to change my number. I'm probably going to keep my same number. Just get a separate phone and change that number. That way, if you happen to look me up, because it seems like after 5 years or 10 years or something like that, you can do a public records thing and you can try to like find people's phone numbers and shit. That way, this phone number is permanent and stays there. You can reach out to this number. And And this number will always be there. So, yeah. And we can have that talk about the real. Because your family gonna try to feed you bullshit. And when people have nothing but negativity to say about somebody, always remember, there's some truth that's being hidden from that conversation. I love you, big homie. Love you, dog. Love you, man. But I'm not fighting for you. You're my child. I should not have to fight for what's mine. Yeah. So, yeah. Be easy though, homie. I wish you nothing but the best of luck. All that, man. I love you with my whole heart, everything. But your family's who to blame, homie. Love you, Aiden.